self-portrait, and for the first time I'm testing out doing Mermay. I've never tried this challenge before. I've done Inktober a couple of times, but I've only managed to do 15 days at the time, and of course I was a little bit intimidated by the first prompt, which was self-portrait. I hate drawing self-portraits. I feel very awkward when I do them, but that is the entire point of doing these challenges. It is exploring your comfort zone and trying to push yourself to do things you haven't done before, and I think that is very much going to be the theme of this video, because in this there are a lot of things that I'm not super comfortable with drawing. If you don't know me, I'm an animator, and on this channel I've previously just uploaded different short films, and hopefully in the future I will make more content like this, but know that short animated movies take a really long time to make. So that's why I haven't really made that many videos on this channel yet. But I hope that in the future maybe there will be more. We'll see. Anyway, with this portrait, I wanted to draw myself as a mermaid. And I, of course, gave myself a beautiful mermaid tail in my favorite color, which is purple. And my favorite color combination is teal and purple. So, of course, I had to do teal and purple. And when I colored my hair pink, I just called it my mermaid hair, so of course I had to give myself my pink mermaid hair, and I still have this hairstyle today. My uncle took the picture that I'm using as a reference, and I really love the sort of bright orange with these colors as well. So I ended up being quite happy with this portrait, although this mermaid is way more fit than I am, but I think if I were to swim every day I would maybe look like that. The second day the theme was, or the prompt was, upside down, and there is this commercial in Norway that's called Doffen og Døva, or that's what we call it, I suppose, and it's about this kid who has a dead goldfish, and his mom is like, oh, but he's gonna go live with grandma and grandpa and he's gonna be fine. And then his big brother comes in and he's like, what's up? And he says, oh, my fish died. And so the slogan is, the simplest is often what's best. And so I was inspired by that, where this time the kid says, I'm playing upside down with my fish, and the mom is shocked because she realizes that the fish is upside down. So that was a little comic for day 2, and yeah, it was a lot of fun to make a little comic strip. For day 3, I made a singing siren type of animation. The prompt was twisted. And I didn't quite know what to do for Twisted, so I ended up having her twist around as she sings. I just really wanted to make a short animated GIF, and this is what it turned out to be, I guess. By the way, I wasn't sure if I was going to make this video, but a friend of mine, Christina, really inspired me to take up my YouTube journey again, and I just want to give her a shout out because she's amazing and she makes amazing stuff. So I will link her YouTube down below, and you should definitely go check her out. For the 4th day, of course, we have Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. And my boyfriend and I recently watched Mandalorian, and I'm such a huge fan of Grogu, Baby Yoda, whatever you want to call him, and I really like the Mythosaur. That's such a cool name, by the way. So I made Grogu swim in the sort of the little caves with the water underneath Mandalore, and he mythosaur, and he's using telepathy to communicate with the mythosaur. And for day 5 we have Cinco de Mayo, and I live in Norway, so I don't think anybody that I know of, and I do have a cousin that is from Mexico, and he probably celebrates Cinco de Mayo, but I don't know many people who celebrate it here in Norway. But I watched 2 or 3 videos of a mariachi band on YouTube. I will link that video as well if I can find it in the comments. And I just did some sort of live sketching. I had very little time because we went to the cinema and we saw the Guardians of the Galaxy film, and so I just did some live sketching and tried to show off their personality and the instruments. That was a lot of fun. And for day 6 we have mushroom, and I looked up some reference photos, and I really wanted to draw this sort of magical environment. Some of the reference photos that I looked at had this sort of magical forest and this glowing mushroom in the middle, and I really like that. And when I sort of wanted to make it more Mermay themed, I imagined that the mushroom would be underwater and looking down into a pond that is looking up at the night sky. And I had this entire vision in my head, and this is again a sign of growth. I am not too pleased with this drawing because I am not super trained at drawing environments and backgrounds. I am much more familiar and comfortable with drawing characters, and so drawing environments is really pushing my comfort zone. So that's great because that means that I'm learning, I'm challenging myself, and we're getting there. In at the end of the month, it will be interesting to see if I've kept up with it and if I've managed to get any better. And the last day of the first week we have Mer Fairy, so a fairy mermaid type of creature. And of course, when I think about a fairy, I think they have wings, and for me the only logical thing in fantasy logic is that a mer fairy would be a flying fish and have wings that are sort of like a flying fish. So I looked up a couple of pictures of flying fish, and I made her hair really beautiful and wild, and sort of used the same colors in the wings, the orange, and bringing out those colors. And I just wanted her to seem very serene and ethereal and beautiful underneath the water, and maybe she has this sort of connection between the two worlds, and she's holding this conch and sort of listening to the sounds of the oceans and the waves, and I don't know. She's magical. But anyway, that was all for this week, and I hope I'll be able to make just as many drawings next week and keep up with Mermay. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!